You look at Batman, you see a sleek black armored suit. You see a custom supersonic jet. You see a rocket-powered tank roaring through downtown streets. Comic books tell you Bruce Wayne is a billionaire. They tell you his fortune is limitless. But real economics does not care about plot armor. In the real world, physics and finance always collect their debts. If a real man tried to be Batman, he would not die in combat. He would go broke within 3 fiscal years. Look at the actual ledger. Start with the most basic rule of wealth. Net worth is not liquid cash. Forbes estimates Bruce Wayne's net worth at $9 billion. Most people assume that money sits in a giant swimming pool. It does not. That wealth is tied up in commercial real estate. It is locked in manufacturing factories. It is trapped in corporate equity shares of Wayne Enterprises. You cannot buy experimental military armor with stock certificates at midnight. You need hard liquid currency. To get cash, a billionaire must sell company shares. When you sell large blocks of public stock, regulators take notice. The Securities and Exchange Commission requires public disclosure filings. Corporate board members start asking uncomfortable questions. Why did your chief executive liquidate $50 million in November? Where did that cash go? It went into rocket fuel and custom titanium grappling hooks. Now look at the brutal reality of operating costs. Consider the armored vehicle known as the Batmobile. This is not a modified sports car. This is an active military urban assault platform. A standard military armored vehicle costs roughly $4 million upfront, but purchase price is only the cover charge. The real killer in defense economics is operational maintenance. Look at the verified metrics of modern military aviation. Consider the American B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. A single B-2 stealth bomber costs $2 billion to manufacture. Keeping it flying costs $169,000 per flight hour. A stealth aircraft requires 50 maintenance hours for every hour aloft. Specialized technicians must hand-inspect every square inch of radar-absorbent coating. They must patch microscopic thermal tears after every high-speed mission. They must replace custom hydraulic seals exposed to extreme friction. Batman does not have 500 aerospace contractors living in his basement. He has an elderly British butler named Alfred. Alfred is an extraordinary domestic servant. But one elderly man cannot chemically recoat stealth wings between midnight and sunrise. Without continuous industrial maintenance, high-tech military hardware degrades rapidly. Hydraulic fluids leak under hard cornering loads. Brakes crack after heavy tactical stops. Mobile scrapyard. History has seen this exact financial disaster play out before. Ancient Rome provides the ultimate historical blueprint for private military bankruptcy. Look at Marcus Crassus in 71 BC. Crassus was the wealthiest private citizen in Roman history. His personal fortune exceeded 200 million sesterces. That is the modern equivalent of over $2 billion. Crassus decided to personally finance his own private legions. He paid for their armor. He paid for their daily grain rations. He paid for their weapons and horses. Within just 2 campaigns, his liquid cash reserves evaporated. He had to borrow massive sums from rival patricians just to stay solvent. Augustus later realized that maintaining private armed forces inevitably destroys the sponsor. Augustus established a permanent 5% inheritance tax specifically to capture private estates. Roman aristocrats who funded private defense operations were wiped out within 4 generations. Wealthy Roman dynasties collapsed because military assets consumed capital without generating commercial revenue. A sword does not pay dividends. A Batwing does not collect quarterly rental income. Every time Batman crashes a drone, millions of dollars vanish instantly. Now examine the impossible physics of the supply chain. Consider the British Royal Navy during the 18th century. Great Britain operated the most powerful naval fleet in human history. A standard 74-gun warship required over 4,000 mature oak trees. The ship required 40 miles of hemp rope. It required over 2,000 yards of heavy canvas sails. The Admiralty discovered that a warship rots continuously from the inside out. Fungal dry rot destroyed timber faster than enemy cannon fire. Britain operated over 100 frontline warships. They had to rebuild 20 complete hulls every single year. The maintenance budget consumed over 60% of the national tax revenue. Thousands of shipwrights and blacksmiths worked around the clock. You cannot maintain a secret supply chain at industrial scale. Custom military-grade parts leave massive supply chain footprints. When you order 10,000 specialized explosive batarangs, a factory must forge them. A machining vendor must cut the custom bevels. A chemical lab must compound the explosive charges. Every single invoice requires a purchase order. Every single shipment generates a tracking number. Corporate accountants at Wayne Enterprises would spot the bleeding ledger immediately. The Internal Revenue Service does not care that you're fighting crime. They care that your corporate research write-offs have zero commercial patents. When a corporation reports massive capital expenditures with zero product output, auditors investigate. Forensic accountants would trace the purchase orders in 72 hours. They would freeze corporate banking assets. They would seize Wayne Enterprises' manufacturing facilities. Here's the ultimate counterintuitive twist. Supervillains do not need to defeat Batman with toxins or freeze rays. All they need to do is force him to deploy his gear every single night. This is the economic strategy of military attrition. If you make your opponent burn expensive capital while you use cheap tools, you win. A street gang spends $20 on crude iron crowbars. Batman responds by deploying a $60,000 microjet grappling launcher. He fires $30,000 worth of custom-to-pneumatic cables. He cracks an $80,000 carbon composite cowl, absorbing a blunt impact. The criminal loses $50 in bail. Bruce Wayne loses $170,000 in unrecoverable capital. Repeat that exchange 300 times in a calendar year. That is over $51 million in pure consumable gear liquidation. Municipal lawsuits and civil liability claims would bury Wayne Enterprises in legal fees. Insurance underwriters would cancel corporate umbrella coverage within 12 months. Institutional investors would dump their shares to avoid the fallout. Share prices would plummet. Bruce Wayne's collateralized loans would face immediate margin calls. The banks would demand instant cash repayment. To pay the loans, Bruce Wayne would have to sell Wayne Manor. He would have to liquidate his private aerospace collection. The Batcave would be padlocked by federal bankruptcy trustees. You love the myth of the lone billionaire hero. You love the idea that sheer willpower and infinite money can fix a broken city. But history and economics teach a much harsher truth. Power is not built on secret gadgets and private fortunes. Power is built on sustainable supply chains and transparent institutions. Ancient Rome tried to conquer the world with private fortunes and collapsed into debt. Great naval empires built massive fleets and nearly bankrupted their treasuries to maintain them. No private individual can outspend the compounding laws of physical depreciation. The gadgets rust, the fuel runs out, the invoices arrive. And in the end, even the darkest night must pay the bill.